Is there anybody out there that still is unclear about what drugs do to you? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Motherfuck, motherfuck, noinch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Noinch. Smoking weed, smoking whiz. Doing coke, drinking beer. Drinking beers. Rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts. Rolling blunts and smoking.
Let me get a nickel back.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. Jungle love. I think I wanna know ya.
What's up, guys? My name's JC.
And I'm Bethany.
We are the raw, uncut,
unfiltered
couple on YouTube.
If you ain't seeing it here,
you ain't living it. Today we're gonna talk about if you believe that drugs affected your brain long term. I think so. I mean, me personal.
It affected me.
For other people.
No, it affected me.
I noticed the difference, and I mean, people notice it. They see the way that I talk and how I react a little bit slower to some things.
I mean, you have to sit here and say when you're on drugs, right, your brain is altered a lot. So it's like, could you really do anything when you're on them? Like think the way that you should think or go to school, you know what I mean? Like do certain things where it's like, you have to believe that somehow it's affecting your brain cells to the point where you're not going back to the way that you were.
So what were your drugs that you used throughout your life?
I smoked pot, Xanax, Percocet, Roxy's, Adderall, cocaine.
What else?
That's it.
No.
Yeah.
You did more drugs than that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Look into my eyes.
You did Molly.
Oh yeah.
And ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you putting me out there?
Yeah.
He's putting me out there.
Cause keep it real.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
You see how my brain's working?
Yeah.
I didn't even bring it up because I forgot.
I smoked weed, coke, PCP, acid, mushrooms, crack, heroin, and I actually did a lot of pills in Mexico, different kind of pills from down here. They were all like psych medication. Mm-hmm. So like they mess you up pretty bad. And for about a year, I did a lot of like inhalers, like paint thinner, gasoline, glue. So I think those mess you up the worst, like your brain cells. It takes a long time for your brain for it to get back to normal, and it takes a long time for that. I call it that other personality because, you know, I would stop at a gas station and I knew that I was gonna get coke, so I would get cigarettes, beer, and right away I would like start to shit on myself.
Me too.
And I'd be like, oh my god, I gotta
when you
shit.
know it's coming, you're on the toilet.
And it's crazy how it makes you feel. And you know what the craziest part is though, is that you already know what it's gonna do to you. You're gonna get paranoid, you're gonna feel just uncomfortable the whole fucking time, but
you still do it.
And that's the sad part.
I know, but you have to sit here and say, okay, so why are you doing it? You know, everybody has a reason for doing it. For me, it was to not think about nothing that I was going through, all my problems, and just do drugs.
Yeah, I guess some people use to forget. Some people start like that, but then they can't stop.
Well, they become addicted, yeah.
And I think the hardest one for me to actually stop was crack cocaine.
Because of what the withdrawals were like, or just? No,
it's just the high, chasing that high that you get. I can't explain it, but your ears ring, and I would smoke and then look at my daughter's pictures, and I would feel like such a big piece of shit, and I would be like, that's it, I'm not doing it no more, and then I would do it all over again. I think my personality, I mean, you see it sometimes with my food. I'll be like, that's it, I'm not gonna eat that no more, I'm not gonna eat like that, and then I just go crazy again. And it's the same thing that I had with drugs. When I got to the federal halfway house, everybody there was smoking because there's nothing else to do. Everybody's there, you can't go nowhere. So I started picking up the habit of smoking, and then when I left out of there, I couldn't fucking stop. Until finally I was like, that's fucking it, that's it, I'm done. Like, it's almost like every bad habit, I'm like a professional at picking it up.
Oh, yeah. The hardest withdrawal was Percocet. When I went through that, I told myself I would never ever, I don't care if I got prescribed it or not, I would never touch Percocet ever again, because the withdrawal is just, you don't even want to live. That's how bad you think there's spiders crawling on you. I mean, it's crazy. And the drug that took me the longest to stop was Adderall. Just because of how it made you feel. It was good for me to work with, it was for everything, but I smoked 2-3 packs of cigarettes on it a day because it's like cocaine.
And I seen it like firsthand. Like I told you, a girl that I dated got into a car accident and her back was like really messed up, so they started giving her pain meds, and she became so addicted to it that she would actually like go to the clinic and they would stick needles in her spine, and she would go through all this bullshit, emergency rooms, just to get more pills.
Yeah. People break their arms.
And just, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy to see somebody to go through those, I guess, like, to get it. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, you'll go through anything to get it. For me, the Percocet, I started on it because of a doctor prescribing it to me. And then I couldn't stop. Half of the time, I'm not saying that it's all the time that this happens and that's the excuse, but a lot of the addictions to pain meds does have to do with getting them prescribed from the doctor and starting off that way, and then you can't stop. Some doctors give way too much, you know, and then out of nowhere what they'll do is they'll just cut you off once they see that you're addicted to them.
So, you know, it takes work, guys, to get off. Like, not everybody. Like I told Beth, like I give, my hat comes off to her for like just saying what one day I'm gonna stop. She actually has a very strong will, strong personality, so like she's able to say that's it, just like she did with the food, just like she did with like the drugs and everything. But there's people that actually need to do the work, and I'm actually one of those people that have to keep all my demons on check, because if not, I fall off the deep end really, really fast. So when we say, you know, there's different people, don't take it to heart. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is that if you know yourself better than anybody else. You know if you've been out there sucking dick for beer, okay?
For beer.
Or drugs.
Well, you know if you struggle where you can't just give it up. Like for me, when I was addicted, I mean, I was taking, you know, 20, 30 Percocets a day. I was doing a lot. So it's like out of nowhere, I made up my mind because I saw my life ahead of me, and I said, if I don't stop now, like, who knows where I'm gonna end up? I need to stop right now, because it wasn't affecting my life yet, you know? It it was affecting me, but not anybody else. So I just cold turkey stopped, and I went through a lot, but I was, you know, I was strong enough to do it. There's people that they're not, you know? They try, even with cigarettes, you know? I just stopped one day. I stopped everything. So
I know I get so mad when she's like, well, just stop eating. And I'm like, how, bitch? How do you even do that?
I know, but not stop eating, but just say this food is shit. It's not good for me. Look at it. I'm gonna look like it. Like, just stop. It's not worth, I know, but it's not worth you feeling a certain way. You know, everybody wants to feel good about themselves.
Well, that's why, like, I just can't, once I start on a diet, I can't cheat, because once I cheat, I just go crazy.
Well, you get a taste for it.
You know?
It's the same thing with drugs.
So,
you know, if you decide one night, you know what, I'm gonna have a little of this, even though I'll never do it again, you know, now you got that taste for it.
And you know what, guys, it's scientifically proven that a lot of people that have been clean for a long time and then relapse and use either pass away, overdose, or just have a really bad experience, because in our head, we still think that we left off where we were at. And it's not like, remember, your body's clean now. So just do the work. If you know that you need to go to a meeting, and we wanted to put this video out right now because it's the holidays, and we know that a lot of people are struggling with just, if not family, personal issues, if not personal, just life. You know, hit those meetings, go to church, do whatever you have to do, work out, keep all those demons, I call them demons, in check, because if not, you end up right back where you started. Yeah. And it's not a good place, man. I know it. I know it firsthand. I know what it is to have everything and then to have nothing. Yeah. And we've seen way too many of our friends, family members go through that, and it's just not worth it.
No, it's not. I mean, your life, you know, when you're doing these drugs, like, you're not thinking about anything, and you're thinking that your life is fine and whatever, but then the moment that the moment that I sobered up, I was like, I can't believe I wasted a majority of my life being on drugs and not even knowing what's going, it's like the time is going by and you're just sitting there, you know, and like, you start to look a certain way, you feel like shit. You know, once I got off, I felt so much better.
Yep. And same thing goes with food. Once you start to eat cleaner, you'll notice you'll even sleep better, you'll feel like with more energy, you'll just feel completely different. So, you know, we've been talking about challenges, we've been talking about, you know, dares or whatever you want to call them, bets. We dare you, we challenge you to like at least 30 days sober, 30 days of not drinking, 30 days of that cake you love, just anything that you struggle with, 30 days. And that's how you start.
Yes.
My name's JC.
And I'm Bethany.
We are the raw, uncut,
unfiltered
couple on YouTube, and if you're not living it,
you ain't one.
I think that
you said the whole thing wrong.
Huh? My name's JC.
And I'm Bethany.
We are the raw, uncut,
unfiltered.
If you ain't living it,
here, you keep saying that.
Then you say it.
I did. We did it good.
I was okay.
My name's Bethany.
I'm JC. My name's JC.
And I'm Bethany.
We're all the raw, uncut,
unfiltered.
If you ain't seeing it here,
you ain't living it.
We'll catch you guys on the rebound.
I chose the life I'm living.